Dead in the Constantine cemetery in 2007. WSBT's Kelly Stopczynski live for us in Paw Paw tonight, where she talked with some of the Michigan State Police cold case detectives. Kelly, court documents giving us a much clearer idea of why police arrested and charged McCann.
One big thing, Jennifer, that really jumps out in these court documents, there's a time period from the time that Jodi Parrack was discovered that she was missing that night to where McCann was and what he was doing. No one seems to know what he was doing in that time period there. For instance, he apparently told detectives he took his two sons to the Dollar General, but when cops interviewed those two boys, they told police that trip never happened. Also that night, court documents say McCann repeatedly insisted that people search the cemetery for Jodi's body, but he himself never went to the cemetery. Court documents also say he acted very odd about the discovery of her body. Tonight, though, people in that small village of Constantine hoping that this big break in the case finally brings some answers.
I told the FBI back in the very beginning, I said, whoever did this is here.
It's a feeling Jodi Parrack's grandmother hasn't been able to shake.
And they asked me, why did I say this, to them? I said it because I feel it.
Police say Ray McCann has been a person of interest from the very beginning. In fact, officers questioned him the night Parrack was murdered. At the time, McCann was a reserve officer on the Constantine Police Department, and the police chief tells me McCann was suspended because of his suspected involvement in the case. He eventually resigned.
We want the murderer. If he is not the murderer, hopefully he leads us to him, because we're convinced he knows something about this case.
Investigators say one of McCann's sons was Parrack's boyfriend and walked her home from school the day she was killed. And even though Ray McCann was off from the department on sick leave, he came back to work that night to help search for the little girl.
It makes you wonder, as maybe not that person, but for cover-up time, that was a lot of damn cover-up time.
6.5 years later, rumors are still going, and the village of Constantine still hasn't forgotten that terrible night.
Well, I feel it's affected the entire town. I think people are more cautious with their children.
And Linda Albaugh keeps a memory of Jodi on her front porch, a T-shirt with butterflies.
There's butterflies on her tombstone, and she loves animals, and and she wore that. All possibilities. She could probably go anywhere in this world.
Court documents also say Jodi's wrists had injuries consistent with handcuffs, and there are questions about the set of handcuffs officers found in McCann's squad car after the murder happened. If convicted on that perjury charge, he faces life in prison. I'm told that's because he allegedly lied under oath when he was during a subpoena interview in a murder case. Rick?
Well, Kelly, I'll take it from here, but police have obviously said they hope he's going to talk, that he's going to cooperate, that this may lead to more arrests. Any idea of how many more people they may be looking for? One more? Who knows?
Police won't talk about that. Even though they have this arrest and we have all this information through court documents, they are still being extremely tight-lipped about the investigation itself. Keep in mind, they haven't even released how Parrack died. That's something they say only the killer or killers would know, Jennifer.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much.